Nice to meet you. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
When you're ready, and you can press the button to time, okay?
Okay. Everybody, are you ready? 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 Sẽ bấm nhé. Khi nào tôi nói 2, 3 thì mình cùng ấn time ha. Okay ha? Okay. So, time. Hello judges, my name is Tu from Quest Coffee. I'm so excited to be here to present you my 3 yummy coffee classes. Today, I want to bring you to go through a journey of coffee flavor experience as a specialty coffee customer. Normally, a customer will start by experiencing a milk beverage, which is easy to drink and comfortable. So, to open the journey today, I will start with a milk beverage as a first course. The card on your left hand has the coffee information that I want to share with you today. So, please feel free to use it as a reference. The small glass next to your water glass is for useful during espresso class. The milk I'm using today is Darlung Fresh Milk from Lopburi Farm in central Thailand. The Darlung company has a Thai fusion breed which gives high content of fat and protein in its natural organic milk. So, the Darlung milk must go through a Danish production technique under the supervision of the highly experienced expert from Denmark. There is a secret behind this milk. It's the way this expert increase the texture of the milk. So first, they will use the fresh dairy milk, which is milk under 12 hours, to pasteurize at 80 degrees Celsius. After that, they will use a dehydration technique to evaporate the water out of milk. It's a good way to prevent the growth of microorganisms. At the same time, give the milk higher total dissolved solids to at the same time, give a higher dissolved solids, but also leaving a creamy texture in your mouth that you will soon experience in the cup. The brew ratio I'm using today is 41 grams in and 40 grams out. Okay, and this could be the ratio that I will use for all of my beverage, as I found that by using this ratio, I can have the best taste balance of my coffee, also the sensory experience. Judges, please write down the flavor note of my milk beverage. Salted caramel milkshake, butterscotch, walnut with creamy texture. The milk beverage, one has 1:4 coffee to milk ratio to balance the Darlung milk with my coffee. The sweetness and the creamy texture of the milk will help to harmonize the intense flavor of the espresso, delivering a flavor experience which is easier to drink and recognize. Enjoy. Judges, once again, my tasting notes are salted caramel milkshake, butterscotch, walnut with creamy texture. Enjoy. Enjoy. So, customers are no more familiar with the pleasant and comfortable flavor of the milk beverage. You have more understanding now of coffee flavors and are able to taste something have more intense coffee components. So, to follow up with your journey, I will go to prepare the espresso. The variety of the coffee I'm using today is Java from a beautiful farm named Finca La Julia, run by two young siblings, Nico and Caro. The farm is located in the mountains of Cauca Valley, Colombia, around 1,600 meters above sea levels. Nico and Caro process the coffee cherry to have minimum 24 bricks in order to have enough sugar to get the fermentation developed really well. So, first, they will start by selecting and handpicking carefully in the field, floating again, and after that, hand sorting again to make sure that they will have the perfect ripe cherry. Next, they will start the open aerobic fermentation process in 36 to 42 hours. To follow up with that, they will put the fermented cherry on the raised bed for 23 to 25 days, controlling the airflow and shades in order to have the temperature under 36 to 38 degrees Celsius. The aerobic fermentation process really helps to emphasize the great characteristic of the coffee, which is silky and velvety body with sweet and fruity flavors. Judges, please help me to write down the flavor notes for my espresso. Orange, prune, caramel, medium body, silky velvety texture, with long sweet lingering aftertaste. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Enjoy. Kiss me. Okay, judges, now we are going to my final coffee course, which is my signature beverage. this will be the drink that you can really enjoy the transformation of the flavors. I'm preparing the espresso base. During that time, please turn over your information card and use it as a reference. So, to emphasize the great characteristic of the coffee that I provided with you before, I worked closely with my roaster and tested many roast profiles. Finally, I found out that by extending the mild phase of the roast profile, we can have higher sweetness and darker fruity notes. At the same time, keeping the development time under 15%, we can capture the aromatics of the coffee. The total roasting time of my coffee was 10 minutes. At around 76, I can have the balance between acidity, sweetness, and aroma. Okay, judges, before making my signature beverage, thank you. Please take this, and this will be the secret that you will reveal soon. Okay, so to make my signature beverage, I'm using 6 ml of coffee blossom honey from Đà Lạt, Vietnam to balance the acidity of my coffee. Okay, then you can turn over the information to get it as reference. Okay. Next is the apple reduction. I make it by using 400 grams of fresh red envy apple, 100 grams of brown sugar with 300 grams of water. Mix them and boil it. After that, simmer at 85 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. I further simmer it for 10 minutes during my presentation. Okay, so I just added 4 ml of it. This can really help to change the perception of acidity from citrus acidity to malic acidity. So, third is a pink guava puree. To make it, I'm using 150 grams of pink guava, which grown in Mekong Delta, Vietnam, with 50 grams of water. Put them all in the blender and process at low speed for 1 minute. After that, I use a sieve to separate out 100 grams of liquid. I add on 20 grams of cane sugar to that liquid, and then I have this third ingredient. This will be the ingredient to help elevate the aromatics of the drink. So, to enjoy my beverage, you need to take 2 different sips, and I will let you know when to take each sip. Okay, now, please help me to write out the flavor notes. Cotton candy, pink bubblegum, osmanthus with syrupy texture. When you have my beverage, please swirl 3 times, evaluate the aromas, and take the first small sip. Please enjoy. Please enjoy. Okay, when you finish the step 1, please help me to put in 1 ml of whipping cream, which has 35.1% of fat content, to one corner of your glass. Keep swirling 10 times and take the second sip. Okay? I hope you enjoy your time with me today as a flavors modulation as a specialty coffee customer. Have a good day, and this is my time.
Xin được chúc mừng anh Thư, bạn đã hoàn thành xuất sắc